Hey, Dave Knight here at 123daytrade.com. I'm rotating slowly now. All right, enough goofing off. Hey, recently I've been doing some market research on some of the competitors that are out there. And as far as, where did I, you know, all right, so we're going to keep this short and sweet and hopefully to the point for you. Uh, I did some organic search, competitors worksheet, and probably you don't. Why do you care? Because they're the ones more than not probably taking your money. And some of them have been proven frauds without getting into names. Um, so anyway, the ones that are out there, and more times than not, they're the stock rooms. They're the rooms that are, they're floating around 6,000 different symbols, probably only trading 20, front running some of the ones that they are trading and selling into you. That's what most of these stock rooms do. Now, there might be some exceptions, and if you're the exception and you're watching this, then by all means, let me know. But for the most part, from what I've seen of the day trading rooms that I've seen, that most of the guys that are out there are front running uh, a particular symbol, you name it, Roku, whatever. It doesn't matter what the product is. They've loaded up in front of you and then they call it and they're selling off, or they have their brokers selling off in front of you and make it look like, hey, look at all the money that I'm making. Well, that quick push, especially as it relates to penny stocks, when you see that quick push up and you're in one of these penny stock rooms, and trust me, I've been in it before. There's nothing new under the sun when it comes to trying to take money from you as a trader, and an educator trying to take money from the masses. And some of these, well, you can probably figure out who they are just by the subscriber base on YouTube. One of the top one that I have on my list has 144,000 subscribers to his base, and you see him pasted everywhere along YouTube, here and there and the other. Um, the second one that I'm looking at has about 96,000 subscribers right now, 95,000 plus. And the second one, let me say the second one that I'm thinking about or talking about, I don't know anything about him. He could be good, he could be bad, he could be sad. I just don't know anything about him. And the third one that I'm looking at, man, the dude is making money hand over fist and trading from the comfort of all over the world. In fact, he's got a blog out there that says that he's kind of a person that's wandering all over the world, not to give away his website. And I don't know if he is worthwhile. But when you look at these guys' websites, when you look at the the lifestyle that they put across, when you look at all of that, you fall in, some of us fall into that trap, right? I fell into the trap many years ago. It for me it was Ken Roberts and Nick Van Nice and each one, and what I'll tell you about this is every educator, including myself, yeah, I fall into this category as well. You'll learn something from each one. Um, I don't want to throw anyone under the I'm not going to throw any educator under the bus because it's just not the way that I try to operate. Um, by the way, the fourth one that I have on here, I don't have any information about them, but if you do your organic search, basically if you would type in "learn to day trade" and look down, not the paid for ads, look down the the um, organic search side. I did learn to day trade futures day trading, how to day trading, day trading futures, and then I did some organic competitor worksheets, and then I did some paid search. Now, by the way, The futures day trading, if you would do a paid search competitors worksheet on futures day trade, what you find out is most of them are either companies that they're selling a trading platform, or they're a broker trying to get you to open your account with you. In fact, the 10th one down this list, and is probably, they do it on purpose, but if you look at the 10th one down, it's E-Trade, TD Ameritrade, Schwab. So obviously they have tons of money to be able to put themselves in the PPC and Google and put themselves in a position that they put themselves bottom of that list. When you're looking at, when you look at futures day trading, and you look down at the bottom of that scrolling of the list, you see E-Trade, TD Ameritrade, Schwab. There's a reason why they probably put themselves there, because that seems to be, I would think you either gravitate to the top of a page or you scroll down to the bottom of the page, and then that's the most valuable resource inside Google, probably is the bottom of a website page, right? Of that search box. So when we search, when you type in whatever you're typing in to see, you want to be in that page, you want to be in that front three, right? Or you want to be on that bottom. So when you scroll down to the bottom, therefore you see all these brokers down there at the bottom, and that, I believe that's on there on purpose. But hey, um, so here's my point. I'm just small potatoes as it relates to some of these guys that are out here. Absolute small potatoes. I mean, I like what one of this trucker that I follow. He says I'm just I'm a puppy in tall grass. I like that way of thinking. So there's always, in other words, there's always more to learn, and you can always learn. I mean, I guarantee I could learn from each one of these traders that are out here, whether they're trading pretend or not, or showing statements or not, or whatever they're doing. I could probably learn something from each and every one of them. Will I? Most likely not. I'm like an old dog set in his ways that like to learn new things. Yeah, I do. But here's the point that I look at. When I guess I come from a different range and a different way of thinking. If I'm going to day trade, I want to specialize in just one market, and I want to become extremely proficient in that one market. If I'm running a stock trading room and I'm following 20 different symbols, I don't know how many they're following, but let's just assume that they're following 20. That's the same thing in the commodities market. You're trying to trade 6 to 12 markets, and you got signals going all over the place. You know what you can do, and I know that they do it. You can pick the best of the best, right? You can say, well, I was here, I was here, I was here, and you throw away all the bad things. Or you have two accounts, right? You have one account that wins and one account that loses, and your broker switches it back and forth. There's all kinds of way to manipulate the data so that you can look like you're doing good inside of a trading. And I would challenge even the person that puts out these $100,000 and $200,000 trading wins. I don't know. I mean, yeah, there are some really, really good traders out there, but I always check my wallet at the door. Always. I always put my wallet to the side, and I don't try to buy anything on a whim anymore. So, would I want 100,000 subscribers to my channel? I don't know. They say the way that Ryan Dice talks about, he says if you have basically 100 raving fans that do and support you and help you. So let's say I had 100 raving fans, each paying $97 a month. What's that? 9,700? Man, that's pretty damn good money, at least in my humble opinion. That's a six-figure business, and that's not including this guy's got thousands upon thousands of subscribers that are there. And you think, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? The money is probably the reason that they're there. I mean, there's just, I mean, what can you say? Other than most likely their plan, maybe they even started out in land that said, I want to help others. But in the end, when you're making, say, $100,000 a month, and I'm sure some of these educators out here that are top of these lists make a hell of a lot more than that. But I mean, how can you not turn down that money? So, oh well. So I'm coming on my soapbox today, and I thought, what do I really want to talk about? I showed some videos out there of how I handle just this one market, and I feel like I'm just this little bitty guy out here trying to get a nut from a squirrel sometimes. Where you see all these guys that are out here, and for the most part, they're guys. Now, I will put kudos out to one girl that she's got a, I don't want to put her, there's several women out here that I think are excellent as far as traders go that have a website. So there's one in particular that I've been looking at, and if there was anyone that I would want to learn from, I think it would be her. So you just I guess sometimes it comes down to what you trust, what you believe, and sometimes it comes down to that leap of faith that you make as well. So, I mean, some of these people that are on this list that I see right now are being, well, one of them definitely has a CFTC violations, and his name isn't even the name that he calls himself. He actually goes by a different name. Um, you could probably figure out who that is just by me saying something. So, how do you separate yourself from the charlatans, the scam artists, the people that are only there to take your money versus the ones that really want to do something and help you? Um, I don't know. I do my best to educate in my small way the best that I can. And people that gravitate towards me see that I'm the real deal, and I appreciate that. And I thank you. And the ones that, and usually the ones that gravitate to me have already been in some of these huge rooms and then lost thousands of dollars. And you're probably, like me, forced to trade only thousands. And when you're only forced to trade thousands, you're kind of pigeonholed into one area, and that's been the futures market. It's a good thing, though. The futures market is a good place to be. The crude oil market is an excellent place to be. And along those lines, if you don't have that much money, but you can come up with a couple hundred a month, then you have the opportunity, like especially as it relates to Top Step Trader, to work your way to that funded account and keep working your trading system and keep getting better. I mean, if you look at the education that I've put up, most of it stayed the same, but some of it's changed along the ways. What you have to understand is how to become a small account trader, how to stop trading when you are losing and be able to walk away and know that there is another day to be able to trade. I think that more than anything else is what you have to do. Um, and these guys are out here making dollar and hand over fist off of your hard-earned money. Are they worth it or not? I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say that they are or aren't. I just don't know. I mean, I haven't taken any of these courses along the way that I'm looking at, but they've got real fancy websites though. I'll give them that. This is Dave Knight here at 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I'm working on putting my stuff together and how I want to move forward. I thank you as I progress from one platform being I was with Infusionsoft, and now I'm no longer with them, and I'm trying to learn um, BA Builder All right now, and then moving some of the core stuff that I believe in into that, and then putting a membership site together as well. It is what it is, I'm one man band, and that's just the way I like to run. I don't answer to anybody in the end. So, well, I wouldn't say that. I answer to my wife, I answer to my children, I answer to my mom. I guess I answer to my brothers sometimes. All right. Talk to you later. God bless. Take care. Oh, and God above, right? Yes, yes, God above. This is Dave Knight once again here at 123 Day Trade. Thank you for watching today. If you're an educator out there and I hit you, punched you in the face a little bit today, hey, I'm happy that you're making millions of dollars, but you know, do you really know what you're doing or not? I don't know. I mean, I can't honestly answer that question, but if you are, then God bless you and make sure that you give back to those that are in need. Take care. Bye now.